Welcome back to Charlie Talks Global, where today we're diving into the vibrant cultures that make our world so fascinating.
So, if you've been anywhere online lately, you've probably heard the buzz around semaglutide. It's often called this internet famous miracle drug for weight loss. But what if I told you the real story here? The one behind Novo Nordisk, the company, is actually, well, a century-long saga. And maybe even more compelling than today's headline.
It absolutely is, yeah. Today we're going to peel back those layers. Our mission really is to uncover how Novo Nordisk went from literally just saving lives to completely revolutionizing treatment.
Okay.
And we'll see how this consistent core idea, this patient-centric innovation really drove them, even as all the technology and the markets changed so dramatically around them. It's a great study in change and constancy.
Okay, let's get into it. So rewind the clock, 100 years, diabetes. It was just devastating, a killer.
Yeah.
Patients faced these extreme diets and, honestly, often death within months. It was bleak. Then, 1921, you get this breakthrough by Banting and Best. Their experiment, almost textbook, proved insulin worked. A first real glimmer of hope.
And what's really fascinating is how fast that hope spread to Denmark. Just, 2 years later, this couple, the Crows, they saw the insulin miracle in Canada and brought the tech back home, founded NordLab.
Right.
And crucially, Mary Crow, she was a doctor but also a patient. Insulin extended her own life by 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah. And around the same time, another effort started Novo Lab. So you suddenly had this unique dual-pronged market in Denmark. Two companies competing, maybe pushing each other to innovate faster.
Interesting dynamic. Okay, so fast forward quite a bit. To the early 80s, the whole industry seems locked in this purity contest.
Right.
Eli Lilly comes out with Humulin. It's 100% pure recombinant human insulin.
Yeah.
Looks perfect, unbeatable.
Technically perfect, yeah.
But it totally missed these crucial non-technical pain points that patients dealt with every single day. Drawing up doses manually, keeping it cold all the time, the awkwardness, the stigma of injecting in public. It was a real strategic blind spot.
It really was. And it shows how sometimes established leaders get focused on internal things like purity and miss what the user actually values.
So how did Novo see it differently?
Well, Novo had this aha moment through what they called immersive research. They actually went out and observed patients, watched them struggle, injection routines taking, on average, 7 minutes.
7 minutes.
7 minutes, and with a 30% error rate. So the big realization wasn't just about needing perfect insulin. It was patients need treatment that isn't, well, painful or a massive hassle to live with.
Okay, so that patient-centric thing really clicks in here.
Exactly.
And this leads to the game changer in 1986. The Novo pen. Describe that.
Yeah, it was sleek, looked like a pen pre-filled. It cut injection time down to just 10 seconds.
10 seconds, from 7 minutes.
Huge difference, and it held 2 weeks of insulin. That single innovation, the Novo pen, saw their global market share leap from about 15% to 34% in just 2 years. Incredible.
Wow.
And this kind of disruption, it forces change. So in 1989, Novo and Nord, those old rivals.
The two Danish companies.
Yeah. They realized it was sort of an either coexist or co-extinct moment. They merged, became Novo Nordisk.
Makes sense.
And that partnership really cemented their patient-first philosophy. They even made the NovoPen Junior for kids. Think about adherence. It jumped to 91% for pen users versus only 62% for the old methods. It hammered home their principle. Medicine innovation isn't about lab purity. It's about patients living with dignity.
Okay, so they nailed how people injected. What was the next hurdle?
Well, the next big challenge was how often. Daily injections were still a major hassle. Lots of patients just skipped shots.
I can imagine.
So Novo Nordisk worked on that, leading eventually to icodec, approved in 2024. It's the world's first once-weekly insulin. They engineered it to stay active way longer. Think about it. Going from 365 injections a year down to just 52.
That's a massive quality of life improvement.
Huge. And interestingly, this focus on longer-lasting effects connects to the GLP-1 story. Back in 1998, there was this pivotal discovery about GLP-1. It doesn't just regulate blood sugar. It also helps control appetite. But the big problem, naturally, it only lasts about 2 minutes in the body. Totally impractical as a drug.
Right, 2 minutes is useless.
Yeah.
So how did they fix that for semaglutide?
Well, the breakthrough, semaglutide in 2017, came from what they called double modification. It's basically clever molecular engineering,
Okay.
re-engineering the molecule to make it much more stable, resistant to breaking down. That extended its half-life to 7 days, weekly injection, possible.
And then came the surprise.
And then came the big surprise. its significant weight loss effect. That's what turned it into the treatment everyone's talking about now, and what sent Novo Nordisk's market cap soaring even beyond Denmark's GDP.
Just incredible. What a journey. Novo Nordisk's story really is this mix of constant change, but also steady constancy, isn't it?
Exactly.
The technology just kept evolving: animal insulin, GLP-1, syringes, weekly pens. But that core value, understanding and serving patient needs, that seems to have stayed completely fixed.
Absolutely. And, the ultimate goal hasn't actually changed either. There's that symbolic Banting flame in Canada.
Right, the one that burns until diabetes is cured.
Exactly. And Novo Nordisk is still chasing that cure, looking at things like stem cell therapy, AI, shifting their mission from saving life towards curing disease. So maybe the final thought for you listening is, what does this whole century-long journey tell us about the real compass for innovation? Not just in medicine, but, anywhere. Is it always about technical perfection,
Well,
or is it something else?